Kennedy to throw. Wants to throw deep. Now runs. Gets across the 50 to the 47, but the clock will run out. That is the end of a wild first half. The Colts go to the locker room with a 14-7 lead over Panther Valley. From it all, tired of the hassle at the office or on the job? Call Raiders Travel and ask about their great package rates to the Caribbean, Mexico, or Hawaii. Or if you prefer cruising, Raiders Travel can get you the lowest available rates. And remember, Raiders Travel specializes in Walt Disney World packages. Their motto, travel with a personal touch, describes the type of service you can expect at Raiders Travel. There's never a charge for their professional, courteous, and friendly service. Call or stop in at 625 Interchange Road in Lehighton.
If you need a break from your daily routine, tune into Coffee Break, where our shows and guests offer a variety of interesting topics in the comfort of your living room.
For the best in local sports, tune into iWatch News 13. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest scores, highlights, and area sports happenings. iWatch News only on Blue Ridge Cable, TV 13.
Coffee Break and iWatch News only on Blue Ridge Cable, TV 13.
This week, the Monday evening quarterback goes to college. Tune in to TV 13 Monday at 7:30 as ESU head football coach Denny Dowds joins us live in our studio. We'll talk about his Warriors and take your calls. ESU's Denny Dowds on the Monday evening quarterback. Monday, 7:30 on TV 13. At halftime, Marian leads this Eastern Conference Championship game 14-7. And today's game is being brought to you by Bobaloon, by Bennett Lehighton Ford, Irby's Tire and Auto Service, by Hager Furniture, Kovach Ford, John and Bob's Friendly Market, by K&K Floral Creations, by Kanaski Designs, Keek Motors, Raiders Travel, by J. Surma Excavating, Lehighton Chrysler Plymouth, by the Times News and Early Times, Valley Athletic Supply, and by Lehighton Lincoln Mercury. Well, Marian leads this one at halftime 14-7, and let's take a look at some of the numbers off the first half. Marian up by a touchdown, first downs even Steven. Rushing yards, Panther Valley 15 carries, 29 yards. Marian 68 on 18 rushes. Panther Valley is 11 for 16 passing for 112 yards, 118 on 3 receptions and 4 passes for Marian. There is 1 interception factored in there for Marian. 186 total for Marian, PV 141. Penalties, 45 yards for PV, 30 for Marian, and the turnovers, Marian 2-0. Anything strike you in that?
Yeah, the fact that statistics don't always tell the story of a game. The turnovers, none for Panther Valley, and yet they have hurt themselves by fumbling 2 snaps from center in crucial situations deep in Marian territory, and they were unable to recover from those areas. A third time, the ball carrier fumbled the ball shortly after he took the handoff and gained nothing. So that 3 times in that first half, Panther Valley hurt themselves by not being able to hang on to the ball. It doesn't show up in turnovers, but they're big plays nonetheless.
What also does not show up as official turnovers are turnovers on downs. Panther Valley turned it over on downs at the Marian 10, the Marian 13, and the Marian 24.
And the reason for those, Bob, were the 3 drop balls that I just mentioned. 2 of them, the fumbled snaps from center, and the third, the fumbled handoff.
Kazi completed his first 8 passes and then missed on the next 4 for those 112 yards. Brian Kennedy hit on his first 3, but threw the 1 interception.
I think Panther Valley has the most adjusting to do at halftime, Bob. They've been throwing that alley-oop pass, just throwing the ball up in the air and letting the receivers go run under it and possibly out-jump the defender. I don't think they can live with that. I think they got to go down the middle, trying to get people open down the middle deep if they hope to move the ball here in the second half. We'll see what happens in the final 24 minutes. Fortunately, we've got a ball game yet. No team has put this one away.
And it does not turn out to be a harbinger of things to come that Marian fumbled their first play from scrimmage.
Well, you knew that unless this was going to be a most unusual day, that play would not destroy the Colts. They're too good a football team. They're well coached. They're well disciplined. The kids love to play the game. That was a momentary setback, which they have obviously overcome. And I think anybody who knows the history of Marian football knew that would only be a temporary setback.
John Chuma set to kick off. Bashago in the middle, flanked by Miller and Black. It's been a gorgeous day, some overcast skies, but no rain that we thought we might get. The kick is popped up. It will be Miller at the 24-yard line. And Miller gets to the 35. Persini is there along with Fegley to make the tackle, as well as Bill Monahan. And Panther Valley has it 1st and 10.
I think field position will be crucial here. And the team that can come up with the big defensive plays, that too will be crucial.
The single setback is Justin Malaska. They give to him on 1st down. He runs right. Mike Abrashinsky met him, but Malaska is able to pull forward. Matt Mace and John Garber finally make the tackle. It is a gain of about 4.
That's a little bit different than what the Panthers were doing in the first half. They were running tighter with Malaska and running traps, but here they run about a hole wider.
Malaska 9 carries, 29 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Kazi with his first pass of the second half, looking for Black. It is tipped away, incomplete. A nice play by Brian Kennedy.
And Kennedy has done a great job defensively all afternoon. And I'm really sort of surprised to see the Panthers go back at him. Yes, some passes have been caught with him defending, but he has always been there. And as I said prior to the start of the second half, Bob, I don't think the Panthers can live with that play.
3rd and 7. Option left. Kazi keeps, and Kazi goes down. John Garber was on the front side, and Jimmy Magda, the defensive tackle, ran him down from behind, and it will be 4th down.
Yes, and a nice defensive play by the Colts. They strung it out. The pitch wasn't there. Kazi had no lane to turn up into.
Kazi will kick this time and gets a nice one, a wobbler. On the run, it's Dunnity, and Dunnity is out across the 40-yard line to the 44, and it is 1st and 10 for Marian. Our first punt of the afternoon by the Panthers.
Excuse me, Bob, a great play by Dunnity. Did not let that ball hit the ground. Came up, made the good catch, and gives his team good field position. Little things like that can really, really make a big difference in a crucial football game like this.
The ball is set at the 43, 1st and 10 for Marian. Mason Fegley are in the backfield. Makovic is the wing left with Lebert, the tight end. Perilli is the wide receiver right. They go left to Mace, and Mace is hit right at the line of scrimmage by Matty Mahalik. the defensive end.
And Panther Valley has gone back to their 5-3 defensive alignment. They played most of that first half in a 4-4, but there they were in a 5-3. Let's see if they stick with that.
Mace lost a yard, so the ball is back at the 42.
Now every time Panther Valley has come up with a big play on defensive play on first down, the Colts have had the answer.
Penalty marker flies, the throw is for Svets, and he can't make the catch. He got turned around, and Brad Miller was in coverage. And let's see what the penalty marker is back at the beginning of the play.
I believe it's going to be against the Colts. And, yep, backfield in motion. And it's declined. I think Miller was all set to intercept that ball, but then he had his feet slip out from under him. This certainly is a passing situation, but I think the secret to the success of both teams today is to do the unexpected. So look for the Colts to do something unexpected, although they're going to throw.
Kennedy with time, throws incomplete for Makovic, and Brad Miller was again there defending.
That ball was in Makovic's stomach. He just couldn't hang on. And the Panthers, I think, get a break there as we see it again. Looked to me as though it hit him right in the stomach. And he just couldn't hang on.
So the Colts will punt on 4th and 11. Matt Mace will kick, and this is their first punt. It's an end-over-ender. Miller at the 26. And Miller to the 32-yard line.
Again, Miller making the catch, not letting the ball hit the ground and bounce further downfield so that his teammates start with decent field position.
Matt Moyer and Gerald Bonko make the tackle on special teams for the Colts. It's 1st and 10 Panthers at the 32. Molaska straight ahead. Mike Abrashinsky and Chris Lewis come over to combine on the stop. They pick up 3.
They go shotgun the way it looks. Nope, Kazi's going to go up under the center and calls the play over the line of scrimmage. They really didn't huddle that time, Bob.
Kazi to throw. Pumps once and then throws for Bashago, who's open and has it at the 40, and he is down inside the 25-yard line. Pulled down by John Garber, but a big play and a first down.
And down the middle of the field, Bob. That's where they've got to go. Marian very, very conscious of the sidelines. Kazi pumped, brought it back down, and there's Bashago down the center of the field. Look for Miller to turn Makovic around on this sideline and go for the post soon. That's got to happen.
First down, Panthers. Molaska straight ahead, nothing there. Abrashinsky is in there to make the play for the Marian Colts, helped out by Jimmy Magda.
Miller's going to start out before this series is over. He's going to line up on this side of the field, have one-on-one coverage with Makovic, and he's going to make Makovic believe they're going to throw that alley-oop pass to the sideline again, and he's going to turn him and go for the post.
From the 25, 2nd and 10 Panthers. Alaska straight up the gut again. This time he will get a couple.
Tried to catch the Colts by surprise that time. I'm sure everybody anticipated that the Panthers would throw, but they did not.
Mason Magda along with Abrashinsky on the stop. 3rd down, 7.
Miller lines up in the backfield this time.
Kosholek rolling right, throwing on the run, complete for Bashago, and that's a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch. Off the run fake, a little bootleg. Bashago not wide open, but Kazi got it in there.
Persini, the linebacker on the stop, 1st and 10, ball at the 11-yard line of Marian. Molaska running right, stood up by Abrashinsky at the 10.
Again, look for a slant in pattern here, Bob, somewhere.
Black and Miller go left, Bashago goes right. Matty Mahalik is the tight end right. Kazi fakes, then throws the timing pattern right, incomplete. Bashago was open.
But he was also out of bounds. I don't think he could have gotten to him in bounds. Garber was there between the ball and the receiver, so I don't think he was open.
4 receivers left.
And Black draws double coverage on this side.
They throw left, Miller open, he overthrew him. Miller had stopped, and then Kazi threw it over his head. Mark Makovic was back there and got a fingertip on it.
And you're right, Miller was wide open, but Kazi does not get his feet set on this play.
Come on now, on your feet.
And that's why the ball sails on him, Bob. He's got to get that those feet set, and come forward with his momentum rather than lean back.
The Panthers have another 4th down at the 10-yard line. Again, they send 4 receivers left and Black right. Again, Miller, same play, touchdown! Same spot, same throw. This time he has it, and the Panthers will go for the tie with 1 or the lead with 2.
They're going to call a timeout, I think, to talk it over. I think they're going to go for 2. That's the same play that we saw a moment ago. Miller finding the seam. I think Kazi knew that he had missed Miller and that the play would probably be open again. And I think as soon as he overthrew him, he turned and showed his disgust at himself and indicated, let's go with that one again.
That is Miller's 24th touchdown of the year and Kazi's 24th touchdown pass of the year. Panther Valley had turned the ball over on downs twice inside the 15, one other time at the 24. This time they capitalize on a 4th down play at the 10-yard line.
Well, every team has 2-point conversion plays in their repertoire. Let's see what the Panthers have for this situation.
A double wing right.
And this is a formation, Bob, we haven't seen this afternoon. That's what I said, something special.
Kazi is calling a play at the line, and they snap it to Molaska. Marian reads it well with Lewis and Makovic and Persini there along with Schigner, and they hold him.
Kazi wasn't calling a play.
Well,
he made it look as though he were calling a play.
That was the fake. He fakes the audible, and at the far side playing into that fake, Fenton Black holding his hand up to his ear thinking, I have to hear this play. Marian reads it, and they hold on to the lead, 14-13.
I can't see it.
Surma Excavating and Equipment Repairs, located on Route 209 in Coaldale, does major and minor auto, truck, and heavy equipment repairs. From Parker hydraulic hose assemblies, welding and fabrication, engine rebuilding, to front end repairs and alignment. J. Surma Excavating and Equipment Repairs does snow removal, state inspections, and they also have road service available. Stop into J. Surma Excavating and Equipment Repairs on Route 209 in Coaldale or phone 717-645-2619.
Interesting call, Bob. It will be talked about. I think the play would have had a better chance of succeeding if Malaska had been given an option to either run or throw the ball. But it was definitely a run. The Panthers had committed to a run. And once it wasn't there, he didn't have a second option.
Brad Miller kicks. He bounces it up the middle. It's still loose. The best kicks are not always the ones that end up in the end zone. And it looks like Marian has gotten the ball. Recovered by Mike Bottle.
The Colts quite fortunate on that because Panther Valley was there before that ball was recovered and had a shot at it. The problem with that type of kick, Bob, is that it gives the Colts great field position, starting from their own 39-yard line.
They start in the wishbone. And the handoff is to Fegley, who gets just to the 40-yard line, possibly the 41. Pekka there on the tackle, so is Brunda, the other linebacker.
Colts haven't done anything the second half. They've only had the ball for 3 plays. And they've got to give that defense a rest.
Fegley's first carry of the second half. 6 carries, 31 yards in the first. Again from the wishbone and the option. Kennedy, nice play by Justin Malaska, not only to string it out, but to make the tackle.
A great play by Malaska, but there are some other Panthers here. He could not have done this alone. As we watch the play strung out by the Panther defense. There's Malaska. There are also 2 other.
Mahalik and Jones, Tom Jones.
Pekka, number 66, was there as well. Great play by those 2 as well.
Svets goes right with Makovic out to the slot and Fegley on the wing. 3rd and 10, Marian. Kennedy with time. Now he runs out of time. Still rolling, and he hits Makovic. It's a 20-yard gain and a first down.
Now, here we go.
And that, this has been a key to the ball game so far as I'm concerned, and that's Kennedy's ability to come up with a big 3rd down play. Nice little fake there that gives him some more time, and then he finds the receiver and has something on the ball. Hey, that's great quarterbacking.
1st and 10, Marian at the Panther 40-yard line. 4:15 is left in the ball game, and it's Marian by 1. Mace running left, grabbed by Pekka by the ankle. Justin Malaska was also there. 4 minutes now left in the quarter.
If Marian goes on to win this football game, Bob, the thing that will be talked about is their ability on at least 3 different occasions to come up with a first down when faced with 3rd and long yardage.
It is now 2nd and long. Makovic in motion on the right side. The handoff is to Fegley, grabbed behind the line of scrimmage. A great defensive play by the senior linebacker, Jonathan Pekka.
Who's certainly come alive here lately. Now here again, 3rd and 9. What they've got to do, as we see this play, there's Pekka coming through. What they've got to do is keep Kennedy inside. They can't let him get to the outside, and they got to try to get some pressure on him.
Really in the game, coming left with Makovic in the slot left. Kennedy, play action fake, sets up in the pocket and goes down in the pocket. Jonathan Pekka again.
See, and the key there, it's a bootleg. He'd love to get to the outside, but Panthers don't let him. Here it is. Here he comes. He'd like to get outside, but they don't let him in the person of Matty Mahalik, number 45. He's the guy who did the job for Panther Valley on that play.
4th down and 19 for Marian, and they go into punt formation. Panthers watching closely, but Mace kicks it away. A low end-over-ender. Miller at the 20, down at the 21-yard line. Jason Fegley is there defensively, so is Perilli, as well as Gerald Bonko again, and John Persini.
I don't know about you, but Miller makes me a little nervous when he handles those kicks, Bob, because he lets that ball out away from his body, and when you're spinning and turning like that, you never know where you're or when you're going to get hit, and that ball could very easily come loose. So far, it hasn't happened for Panther fans. I hope it doesn't.
1st and 10 Panthers from the 21-yard line. And I think the Panthers have used too much time. The first penalty on the Panthers here in the second half. A minute 43 remains, 3rd quarter.
Might change their thinking here, although they come out in the same formation. And
Kosholik throwing over the middle, caught by Matty Mahalik, who's across the 40-yard line to the 41, where Makovic and Fegley bring him down.
We'll see it again, and as I said at halftime, they've got to throw down the middle. They're doing that. There's the play. And from that angle, I can't tell whether there was a steal made before the Mahalik hit the ground or not. The official was right on top of it.
25 yards, and the 4th first down of the second half for the Panthers. Over the middle, incomplete. I think he was trying to force it deep to Black, and he was getting hit as he threw the ball.
Yeah, he got hit just as he released the ball by Jim Magda, the sophomore defensive tackle for Marian.
Three-step drop, deep timer left, incomplete. There was contact, but no call. Kennedy was in coverage of Fenton Black.
Yeah, good no call by the official there. Both kids gone for the ball. Neither one pushed off. No call to be made.
3rd down, 10.
And again, look for PV to go down the middle somewhere.
Kazi 4 of 7 in the second half from the shotgun. Lewis on the pressure. Kazi gets out of there, gets to the 45, and then gets leveled by Fegley.
Good pass defense by the Colts secondary that time, and good pressure up front so that Kazi couldn't just sit there and let his receivers. Here comes the defensive end for the Colts. From this side, Chris Lewis. And he just broke that play down as far as Panther Valley was concerned.
Kazi in punt formation again, high snap, and he will kick this one as well. Fumble, and it's going to be Panther ball. Dunnity tried to make a running catch, and it is recovered by Mike Brunda. That's the 3rd turnover by the Colts.
Yeah, and it could be the biggest one of the ball game. But again, as I pointed out after the first turnover, it's important for Panther Valley to take advantage of the turnovers. You know, if you get the turnover and you don't take advantage of it, Bob, it works against you.
First down, Panthers at the 39, and the third quarter is going to come to an end. Minutes left, barring overtime. Yes, there is overtime. No ties in this one, folks. Marian leads the Eastern Conference Division I championship by 1.
Lehighton Chrysler Plymouth and Milford Chrysler Sales have over 200 cars, trucks, and vans in stock. Customer service starts from the time you walk in until the time you drive out with the car. Lehighton Chrysler Plymouth and Milford Chrysler Sales have both new and quality pre-owned cars. With every car purchased, you get a lifetime inspection and a full tank of gas. Lehighton Chrysler Plymouth and Milford Chrysler Sales features a full line of Chryslers, Plymouths, Dodge trucks and cars, Jeep Eagles, and more.
Bob, with the fourth quarter about to begin, Panther Valley has the breeze or wind at their back. I don't know if that's going to be a factor or not, but it certainly could be as far as field position is concerned.
They also have the clock.
Right. Yes, they do.
1st and 10, Panthers at the Marian 39-yard line. Black is left and Miller goes in motion right. Koschulik wants Black left, and it is incomplete, overthrown. Both Kennedy and Fegley were back in coverage.
Yeah, and Black wasn't open that time, and Kazi threw the ball a little bit too soon, I think. Black might have broken into the open, but Kazi threw it before that occurred. And no chance really of that pass being completed. Panther Valley pretty much committed now to throwing the ball, Bob.
That spread set again. Miller stays in the block. Koschulik throws for Mahalik. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted by John Garber, and Kazi went down as he threw it.
Yeah, and what's happening now, Panther Valley not picking up Lewis, the defensive end, and he's putting a lot of pressure on Kazi, which means here he comes. That's not the Panther Valley passing attack that I like to see. I just throwing that ball up and letting somebody run under it. They have a very sophisticated attack, and they can get people open without that type of play.
From the shotgun, rushes on screen over the middle, and lots of room for Miller. Miller with the first down, breaks a tackle, and gets near the 15-yard line.
Needless to say, great call, great play. Great effort by Miller. Boy, and Marian bit. If we can take another look at that. Watch the Marian defensive line come charging across the ball.
21 yards and the 5th first down for the Panthers here in the second half. Molaska, not much. Submarine, the first man down there was Jimmy Magda.
Yep, fine play by Magda. Coach Dick, I'm sure, enjoying the prospect of having him for 2 more years. He's a fine one.